Hey, welcome back to DIYWILLY. Today we're going to install our street tires on our 224cc Moto Minibike. I'm hoping with these street tires it'll ride a lot smoother than these knobbies. It'll have a better braking ability with the bigger contact patch, more rubber on the ground rather than just these little knobbies here. Max is over there laying frames since he got the wheels off. Looks pretty cool. I wish it could be that low. And well, let's take a closer look at these tires. Now these are the Michelin 3.50 for the 8-inch rim. Basically the same size as these are. But like I said, they're street tires. And I'm hoping they ride a lot better. You know, smell good. I like the smell of new tires. There's one. Place it up there. There's two. Now these are basically tubeless tires, but since I have split rims, I'm gonna run them with tubes, and it should be fine. It'll also help with this bead being so narrow in here where they've squished it together. I don't think it'll be a problem. The tube will help press it out. It is, and it's stuck like that. Wow. So there it is. That's the model number of the tire. Again, they're Michelin's. And let's get them installed. There you go. That's a little closer look. S83 3.5 for 8-inch rim. Yeah, I like them. They're nice looking tires. They smell good. So we're going to do the front one first, and then we'll do the back. As I said, these are 2-piece wheels, and well, I got to take them apart. So they use, I think it's 5/16 bolts, 3 of them, and well, they're a 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to use my impact on one side and a socket on the other. I should let the air out of them, huh? Duh. I think that's enough. Keep the hardware separate. It should just come apart like that. Very nice. See how easy that is? That's why I like 2-piece rims. And we got the tube inside. There we go. I'm using a Kenda 3.5 or 4.08 tube made in Taiwan. It's been working out pretty good so far. I'm gonna have to let some more air out of it. There, that'll be enough. Okay, so I want to pre-drill these for the brake rotor I got to put on, and then I'm gonna drill my brake rotor to match the bolt pattern. So yeah, let's get that done and move on. Get these wheels put on. Okay, so now we got the wheel all apart in pieces. It's time to put the tire on. So like I said, I'm using a tube, and I think is gonna really help. I put the tube in the tire actually. I think there's a piece of aluminum right there. Gotta get it out. I don't want that to pop the tube. Make sure it's clean inside. If any dirt and debris, we don't want it to pop the tube. Yeah, looks pretty good. Also, I see it's kind of stretching out. That's kind of helpful. There we go. You can go ahead and put the rim in there. This tire fits the rim better than this one did. I don't know why. I should put the tube in there first. There's just not much room. Maybe. Make sure it's all clean. Where's it go? On the rim has a little spot for the Schrader valve for the tire tube. So we want to make sure we line it up in that spot. And since I have the brakes on this side, I want the Schrader valve, it's a 90-degree valve, I want it to come out on the opposite side. Ah, there we go. Get this tube in there. That was tight in there. Let's get this tube inside. Could have let a little more air out of it, but that'll help with mounting the rim. Again, I'm using the tube because they're split rims. If you had one-piece rims, you wouldn't need to use a tube. Make sure I don't have it twisted in there. I think the next time I'm gonna let more air out. Okay. I almost want to grease this up. Need a little bit of soapy water, huh? I'll be back. Alright, so I went ahead and got some soapy water. Hopefully it'll make the install a little better. And put it on the rim, on the tire. I had a little brush, I would do it with the brush. But I think this will work. Maybe it'll help it seat a little better. There we go. It honestly didn't have a problem seating before. Make sure we line up that hole. Want to make sure I get the tube all the way inside. I think I'm gonna let some more air out. If it'll come out. No. We'll be alright. I just worry about it pinching. I'll put some more soapy water on here. I'm gonna get that second half put on. Made it a lot easier to squeeze on there, let me tell you. Now you can say, I saw this trick on DIYWILLY. Anyway, so this half of the rim also has the little notch for the Schrader valve. You want to make sure you get that in the right spot. Oh, and then also there's alignment pins on the wheel and where it kind of lines up on the match holes on this side. So line up that Schrader valve. Let's send her in. Okay. Now, see, that's where it's not on there. Now, the tube will put it on the rim, but I can see where if you were trying to do it with a tubeless tire, it would be difficult because it's not wanting to go onto the bead. See that? But for us, it's easy because we've got tubes. All right. So we're gonna put our 3 bolts back in. Doesn't matter which way they go. I just dropped one, huh? Right there. Doesn't matter which way they go. And we could have put this on either side, you know, it didn't matter. Okay, so that's 1/2 inch. Will that fit in there? Oh yeah, that'll fit. Let's run those down. There may be a torque spec, I don't know. I don't use it. I run them in until they're tight. They got lock nuts, so it'll be okay. Hit the nut side a little bit. Make sure it's good and tight. There we go. Now, let's air them up. All right, so we've got our air compressor out here. We've got it ready to go in. I thought it said somewhere 30 psi. I don't remember where. Maybe it was on the rim. Oh yeah, on the rim. On the inside of the rim it says 30 psi max. So let's see what we can get it to. Look how it's seating. Oh man, that looks really nice. That looks really nice. I probably would take it to 40 to help seat their bead. Looks really good. Look at that. Woo! That looks really nice. I like that tire. Michelin. Okay, now we're at 50 psi, so we're at 50 psi. We gotta let some air out. We gotta let some air out. I have a valve stem tool. I don't know why I'm not using it. We'll just let out 20 pounds. There we go, 30 psi. I lost my cap. There we go. All mounted. Looks nice. I really like that. Now this tire is supposed to be good for 62 miles an hour, I believe. And it says max pressure cold is 36 psi, so we'll be good. 2 polyester ply sides, made in Serbia. This is the S83 358 Michelin, baby. Michelin. Nice. Really nice. Wow. Look at that. Nice tread pattern. All these knobbies we're gonna wear off of there. Looks good. Just in comparison of the amount of tread that's going to be on the ground, look at that. I think that's going to be so much better. It'll ride so much smoother probably. Now let's do that one. This one I think is going to be a little harder because I got the big rotor on one side, and yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get in there to take those bolts out, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I reset up the camera on this side. Notice there was a shadow from the camera, so hopefully this is a little bit better. Now this time I'm going to take the Schrader valve out. If you have one of these tools that gets in there, there's many different types. This one just happens to look like a screwdriver. It came in a kit of Schrader valves. It's going to allow all the air to come out of the tire from the tube. And look at that. So much better. So much better. We'll just put it down here out of the way. The bead is off. Now I just got to take the bolts out from the rim. And we'll be good to go. One more on this side. Now I had to get a different arsenal of tools to get in here and get it. This is actually a 13mm, but it fits that 1/2 inch nut fine. I didn't have a 1/2 inch wrench like that. Too many parts. There we go. The last bolt there. Got this half. This one. Put the nut back on it. I know it's not going to be that long, but I hate to take the chance on losing stuff. Okay. So, take the tube out like that. Set the tire aside. Thank you, tire. It's been nice. Now, we'll go with this one. I should have had it in the sun, getting warm. Make sure there's no sharp things on the inside. There's something right there. There we go. Oh, it looks good. Making sure there's no anything sharp on the inside. Now we need to stick this tube in there again. It's a lot more cooperative with that Schrader valve out of there. Look at that. We just push the tube in. Look at that. I didn't even check. I forgot to check the tube, make sure it didn't have anything sharp on it. Hate to have to take these things out to show how to put in a patch. Come on, Willie. Get it in there. This is your new home. You want to go in there. It's your home. Ta-ta-dum. All right. Make sure it's not all twisted. Looks pretty good. Now, with this, it's a little bit different on this side. What was that? Since I don't want the Schrader valve on the side of the rotor, I want it on the side of the sprocket, so they have a way to get in there and put air in the tire. So I'm going to mount this side first. See, for these Azusa wheels, it says right there 30 psi max. Inflate maximum 30 psi. Gives the maximum tire size is a 4.00 by 8. You know, so there's a few things we got to take note of putting these things together. gonna stick a little bit of that soapy goo right here. Hopefully it doesn't dry. Although it worked pretty good for the other side. Line up our hole, remember. There we go. Just like that. Now we'll do the other side. Man, these split rims make things so much easier. Now, I've heard people having trouble with these where the rim halves aren't drilled right or they wobble or something. You know, I don't have that problem with either set of my. I have the 10-inch modulars and I have these. And neither of mine wobble. I guess I got lucky. Again, line up the hole with the Schrader valve. Send her home. There you go. Now we can bolt it back together, put the valve back in, and fill her up with air. There we go. Now I've got the Schrader valve on this side. We're going to use our nifty little tool. Make sure there's no debris on the valve. Set the valve back inside. Line up. You know what? See what we got here? There's a little notch. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little notch in the tool, and that fits over the Schrader valve like that. You see that? You see that? A little notch. Anyway, make sure we got no debris on our O-ring. Send her home. Just twist it in until it tightens up. When it's tight, it's in. Now, fill it up with air. Fill it up with air. Come on, Willie. It's a good job. Well done. Oh yeah, looks good. I'm gonna put a little more air pressure in it, just to see if it. Make sure the bead is set. That's about 40 psi. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and let some of that air out. And we'll set the pressure to 30. 20, 25, 30, right there. Look at that. What you hear in there is the bearing fell out inside the housing. I got to put the bearing back in. It looks good, right? Nice set of Michelin tires. It should ride so nice. Over these tractor grip trials tires made in Thailand. Basically the same size, but I think these Michelins are just going to be hands down way better overall ride. So yeah, I like it. Oh, there's the install of our Michelin tires on our Isuzu TriStar. I don't remember what these wheels are. I'll put the link in the description to these wheels. Astros, I think, or something. Anyway, there we go. This is a 54 tooth sprocket. I might change it up to a 60 tooth. I don't know. It's pretty quick right now, but I think a 60 tooth would just give it more torque. That giant brake rotor we got on the back sure helps out a lot. And we will soon have brakes on the front. So yeah. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and always come back for DIY Willie for all your mini bike needs, your small engines, your Suzuki Samurais, Nissan Frontiers, Chevys, whatever it is. Come and check it out. I'm gonna make videos of how to do the brakes. I've got some more video things to do here. I've got some work to do on the engine, and I've got that brakes coming back. So give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye. Take a look, guys. Those new tires look good. They look really nice on there. Nice and smooth. Fit the rims perfectly. Yeah, I like it. Look really nice. Tread pattern's so much smoother. It's a nice ride. I guess the Nibi's developed a problem. If you remember in my video where I was comparing the exhaust and the sound and the vibrations and everything, that was a little short video. The carburetor, the engine just started idling fast, and then this Max took off like it was gonna go somewhere without me, and something's going on in here. I don't know what it is. I may just go back to a VM22 style carburetor. I like the looks of the Nibi. I like the red. it just looked nice all around. It's leaking really bad out of here again, so I don't know, we'll figure something out. But anyway, for those tires, and they look amazing. I really like them. You should really stand out. And once I get the carburetor issue figured out, we'll take it for a good ride and really see how it will perform. All right, see you later.